and we are playing Adventure Escape Mysteries. It came from above Mystery Chapter 1 by HaikuGames. So let's begin this creepy story. So it begins from a small town where three children noticed a fallen object from the sky. So they thought that was a meteorite and went to see where it falls. So as always, there are a lot of dialogues, and now they use their bikes to reach the place and see what's there. So a small intro, and here you can see the place of this strange object is landed, if we can call it like that. So let's collect items and solve the puzzle. So with this brush we can clean this sign, and the sign is a hint to open this lock. So we can see colors green, yellow, blue and orange, and here on the green we can see it's digit 3 is hidden. Then yellow, it's not digit 1, it's a digit 7. Orange is 5 and blue is 8. So let's use it here. Green 3, yellow is 7, blue is 8, and orange is 5. Like that, and the gates are opened, and we can go to them. So we can see there is a darkness in front of, but we can take a torch, light it, and then to light the passage. Let's take the sparkle, take the chisel. Something is hidden in this crack, so we can enlarge it and get the key. So the key is to open this small box, toolbox, where are tools, a knife and a wrench. So let's get this wheel and then fix the cart. And first of all we need to extinguish the fire. So here's a bag of sand is hanging on the top. It's not a gold, but it's just a sand. Let's go extinguish it. Use the brush once again to clear the place and get to a lock. So it looks like an NSA equipment, and they try to be helpful for the possible astronauts that are locked inside. So this puzzle is a common memory puzzle. So let's try to solve it. We can these strange symbols look like letters, so we can remember them. This looks like digit Z, this like letter R, K. It seems that we have seen K already. This M, R, not. This was already found. That is here, and these are different. Okay, let's look here. This letter P, this I have recently seen. Okay. So it is a little left to find pairs, and the door is open, so we can go inside and see what's there. So down there, here's a darkness, and first of all, now we need to find a way to light this darkness. So boys jumped down, a metal pole to take, a glowing disc, another disc. Let's move this block, get the handle, and this handle is from this place, but we need to open it and get the orb, and this orb has a place for two glowing discs to be inserted. Now with this glowing disc we can use it as a flashlight. So let's look around, and then here we can see a lock. The same strange symbols are here, and let's count all of them around here. So this looks like letter E, and you can find it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we need to move it to the level 5. Then this is like letter V. There is none, and it meets only once. So we need to move it down. Then like letter Z, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's all. So it meets 4 times. And then this like a W. So it meets only once. Oh, twice. It meets twice. The puzzle now is completed, and we can go inside, and there's a creepy scene of a dead astronaut. It's time to go home, but the boys are brave and then decide to investigate something. So here's a bursted battery, and now we need to find 2 charged batteries to activate the computer. So here's a note in the hand of a man. Let's read it, and it's a hint, so it contains a password to activate it. So first of all, let's find batteries. Okay, here's a drawer with a strange tool. There is nothing, and with this strange tool, it's actually a screwdriver, so we can use it to open different places. 1, 2, insert a battery. Here this battery is already charged, so we need to find an uncharged battery, and it is hidden here in this panel. You can see it is a dead battery, so let's charge it. and then activate the computer. So we have a hint with the password NO. So we need to find the match between these letters and symbols. So N, the symbol like that, it is here. Next O, the third is H, 8, here it is. E, this one looks like E, D, and the last symbol is U, so here it is. Something is wrong. Let's try once again. N, V with a dot. Then O, it's like a letter O with a cutted top. H, here's letter 8. Next is E. So here I have mistaken this buttons looks familiar, and so I have mistaken here. Then D and U. D and U. Now it is correct. The computer is activated, and then if we go backward, we can see that strange things happens, and the strange creature is hidden in an aquarium. So then it starts to move and break a glass and jumps out. So now they are scared and need to run away. They can't jump up there, so the only passage is there, and here's a maze to run away to get to this green finish point and get rid of this alien. So they need to run to different buttons to close or open different doors. So here's an alien. It jumps 2 times quicker, and we need to block the ways to get rid of it. And then let's open one more time the pink door, open the yellow, and we need to open the blue door to go to this half. here we have to block the yellow door, then to open the blue door, and the way is opened. So let's go there, and here's this strange creature once again, so we can block it here and then go out. So the puzzle is also completed. That's the last puzzle on this chapter. Watch the end of the chapter, and if this video walkthrough helped you, don't forget to leave likes, subscribe, and go on to play further. So as you can expect, the story just begins, and two boys are agile enough to escape, and this one is lack of height and is infected with this alien. It's pity that the most clever boy is in trouble now. But okay, let's help him. And we are playing Adventure Escape Mysteries. It came from above chapter 2 by HaikuGames. So let's begin and continue the story. So the boys have run to a house where they just tries to call for help, but this Jack, looks like it's a sister of one of them. She doesn't believe them, so they need to find another way to prove it. So let's go to the kitchen, and we need to go into basement for something, but the phone line is not working. So the adventure takes place in 1980, so there is no mobile phones or something like that. Okay, let's make a hot tea. Also, here's a note, and let's give it. So in exchange of the information about the key from the basement. Also, she has gun, and there's a metal knob from the drawer, so we can take a ladder here. Let's open this drawer, take a coin, or it's a silver medal. Nothing here. Pictures, a cat. We need to get rid of the cat. So to get rid of the cat, we need to feed the cat. Then here's this box, and it needs 3 more coins. But okay, let's open this can to give food to a cat, and then one of the coins is hiding here. Then go in here, check the drawers, and here's the 3rd coin. Now let's place all of them to their slots, and then we have to enter 4 digits. So these coin symbols are the seasons: spring, summer, winter, and fall. And let's look around. So we can see here's a picture of a fall, and it has digit 7. So we need to set 7 for a fall symbol. Then winter. Winter here. There is no direct number, but we can see a palm with 5 fingers. And let's enter digit 5. 5. Then summer. Summer is here, and we can see it's digit 9. And for the spring, we can see this photo, but you cannot straight disguise that it's a spring, but it's the last photo that has digit 8, and we can enter it here to solve the puzzle and open the box. And here's the key from the basement. So now we can open it and go down. There is no sparkle, so let's just no more sparkle. Okay, let's go down to basement. The cat teleported here somehow. And then no time for exploring. Okay, what do we need to do? Let's watch the TV, and we can see that there are news that all the city is cut off the telephone line, and then light in a live view we can see that the power facility exploded and all the town is now in blackout. Here's the flashlight. The Jakey came back, and now with the flashlight we can go out and fix the electricity from the spare power generator. Here it is hidden, and we need to open this lock. Okay, here's the book that helps to identify birds, and also we can see there are different shapes. So it's a hexagon, and for the hexagon we have two birds, this one and this one. So if we look around we can find this bird on this picture, and let's count them: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 birds we have. So the first digit is 8, then square. So who's on the square? And on the square we can see 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's find who is one of them on the square, and this blue bird. You can see it is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then rhombus. For the rhombus we have one bird and second bird. So this hummingbird is on these tiles, and 4 tiles with 2 corners is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Circle. Circle we have also 1, 2, 3, and 4 circles. So what a bird is on the circle? This bird, and you can see it is here. This one looks like, and it is, there are 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and the last is octagon, and the octagon is 1 and 2. So these red birds are here: 1, 2, and 3. So let's enter 3 here, and the lock is opened, so we can open the door and get the crowbar, get the horse, and this generator, but it needs fuel. The fuel is here, and also here's a wire, but these wasps, we need to get rid of them with the water, and then take the cable extension cord. Let's attach it, but first we need to run the generator. Try to start it, but it doesn't work, and then it explodes, and these pipes, we have to collect them and solve the puzzle, the classical pipe puzzle. Okay, let's place all of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, one more pipe to find, and it is here. So we can change position positions for these gold pipes, and the green pipes only to rotate. So let's make a path like that. So we can set the correct positions for this border, and for this position we can set only this vertical pipe. So here so now the puzzle is complete, and maybe there are other solutions, but this one works, and we can set the electricity to a basement. So the TV is out of signal. Then let's open this safe, and to do it we need to look around and find these different figurines. 1, 2, and one of them is here in the fountain, and that seems to be also 5 figurines with different years, and it's jammed, so we have a crowbar to open it and to read these documents. So we can see that these paper sheets are enumerated first, second, third, and also the years. So first is 1983, and if we get 1983 here, we can see it points to the right, so we need to get direction to a ball, and then set the same direction for this dial. And then second is 1981. Here it is, and it points up and left. And the third year is 1984. Here it is, it points up. Then fourth is 1980. It points down and left. And the last direction is 1982. It points up and right. So the safe puzzle is also solved. Here we can see I can take a gun with the ammo, and something strange is happening above. We can see that somebody is like crying, and that's the end of the chapter. So let's watch what's happening next. And if this video walkthrough helps you, don't forget to leave likes, subscribe, and let's continue defeating the alien. And we are playing Adventure Escape Mysteries. It came from above chapter 3 by HaikuGames. So let's continue to run away from the alien. Okay, so here it's crying, and now let's load the gun and make a shot. to run away. So then run to a basement, and through the basement to a back door, and then out to the garden and to the wood, to the forest. Here's the path. But as always, the door is locked. So let's solve it. Here's the sparkle. Here's the net, and with the net we can cut this baseball ball and then use it to break the glass several times to hit. Get the paper. It's to be a map of a forest, but it is now flooded. And then with this shard we can cut the backpack to get the pencil. And here's a notepad with the hint. So let's turn this page back and use the stencil, the pencil, to get additional symbols. Now let's look at the log. We can see the position 3 is marked with the remaining digit 3. So we need to use 1, 2, 3 and 4 the direct order. And then let's count digits 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. And here you can see it is 5. So 5 digits ones. For the second position, let's count digits 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 and 7. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and digit 4 for the last position is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And that's done, and now let's go down to the forest. But the map is a bit corrupted, but you can use a pencil to draw on it, and that's this way to make a map. So we need to run, oops, turn around and go back, go in there, also not to go there, this way we came to a river, and here we have found an X. So with this X we can chop the tree and go to the other side. Then what's here? Here's a pond with a bank, and here's a fishing rod. So let's go here and let's go fishing while there is an alien is running behind us. Okay, a good trick. So going now to the right, and here's a bear is dreaming about a fish, and likely he is a fish. But okay, we can see here's a rope on that side, and here's a broken bridge. So here's an alien. Okay, so we we don't have to make mistakes. So we need to Okay, the first mistake. Passing to the other side. Going up to take the fishing rod. Get the fish. 2 times to the right to get rid of a bear. Let's go up. Okay, let's look into the map. And here we are. If we go to the right, here's an island. So let's go down. Okay, there is the only way. Here it is, but we need to go forward. And here's the rope to take. And then with the rope, we can go to the other side of this bridge. So it's just a part of the chapter. And then we need to escape further and further. And one of us stays here. So finally they came into the fuel station. Here's the man, looking like a secret agent. He's talking about the strange things. But okay, here we are, and so we need to go inside the station to get a vehicle. Okay, let's begin. So what? Here's the sparkle. Here's a wreck to take. So to open it, let's look here, push to get the key. Now we can get the key and use it to open the ice box. It is melted down, but it is used to wet the wreck and then to clean the window. And see that inside here's a motorcycle that we can use now to ride away. Okay, let's begin. So what do we have? We have a phone book here and also a hint that we need to exclude the arrows. So we need to define the first and the second name, and the first name is here. It's Jacob's Repair Shop. But you can see there are a lot of Jacobs. 1, 2, 3, 4. So to get the name, let's look once again here, and you can see it's Carl and Ron. And in this book, we can see that here's Ron Jacobs. So if we get this number and exclude 0, so we can get the sequence of 3 that matches with a digit with letter C. Then 1 is A, 7 is G, 5 is E, and 4 is D. So it makes the word caged, C-A-G-E-D. and this is the code to dial here: C A G E D. So inside here's a motorcycle to repair. Let's get the drill, remove these nuts, get the wrench to get these sparkles. Then here's an instruction how to assemble, and instructions how what parts numbers to select. We have only 2 parts numbers, so we need to find more things. Bolt cutters to cut this chain, get oil filters, here's the sparkle to take. Where are the others? Here we need to fix this puzzle first. 1, 2, 3, and 2 more parts to find. So this one, and where's the last is? Here it is in the box, it's sprockets. Now let's read the manual, and here we can see that the model number has 2 of the same numbers in a row, and last number match the spark plug's last number. So let's look here and here. The last number of the spark plug is 9, 6, 0, and 7. And we can see that we can exclude this one, this, and this. So only 0 on the end match, but the 2 has 2 same numbers is only for this part number. So we need to place it here. Then it ends with 0, so we need to select between this one and this one spark plugs. So let's read. The model number is higher than the correct oil filters number. So it's 3, 4, and the only one is greater is this 2. Let's read other hints. So let's look here. The model number is lower than the oil filter. This one. So we can select 1 or 2 between these 2. Let's read 2 of them. So the last number matches the lug nut's last number. And here we can see it either 4, either 9. And here we can see that this 3 can match this condition. So let's read additional hint. So the model number is lower than the correct regulator. So if it ends with 4, so we can see this numbers match with each other, so it doesn't. But here we can see these both numbers are match, only this can be excluded. So we can get that the correct regulator is of this one. Now also let's define the sprocket. The model number starts with the number lower than its ending. So 1, 2, and 3 sprockets match. So here's additional condition that the model number of the lug nut is lower than the regulator and higher than the sprocket. So we need to select between this and this number, and these numbers, one of them should be greater than the remaining, and we can see that only this pair of numbers match the condition. So now the puzzle is solved. The bike is about to run, but to start it we need to solve next puzzle. Okay, let's begin. So here's the solution, how to solve it. We can rotate these tools and let's combine them like that. Also, as always, maybe you can find your own solution, but this is how my solution looks like. So try to start bike, but it is out of fuel. You can hear that everything is crashing outside, so let's go, and here's an alien, but with the bucket quietly we can get a fuel, and then to finally start the bike and ride away. So if this video walkthrough helped you, as always, don't forget to leave likes, subscribe, and go into finally solve this mystery. And we are playing Adventure Escape Mysteries. It came from about chapter 4 by HaikuGames. And so story continues. So riding away from the alien, Jackie and David came to a school, and so trying to get a shelter there. So also we can see here's the strange agent who installed the trap in bushes. The door is locked, and the keys are at Mr. Edgar. So it's like a principal of the school, and let's find this man. So in the trash bin there's nothing. Let's look closer at this trap. Here's nothing, but we need to look here, and here you can see cutters. So let's take it and use these cutters to cut the fence and open this shed. So here's a log with 4 digits of different colors from white to black, and the hint is almost here, so we need to look at the frames. It has 4 frames, and the first white has kind of the scratches, 1 and 2 scratches. Then the next shade of gray is this one. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 scratches. Next is a bit darker, and we have 1 and only 1 scratch. And the black now, it has 1, 2, 3 and 4. Here's a part of the spade, a sparkle, a note that he has seen someone also who tried to catch this alien terror, and somehow Mr. Edgar has come, so running at him. Jackie is trapped, and the first task is to release her from the net. Okay, so let's go there, talk to him, and here he is. Okay, let's step back a bit. I talked to Jackie, and she gave a hairpin, and this hairpin is used to open the lock on this trash bin. And inside here's a handle for the spade, but also we need to fix the handle. So let's try to open the car, collecting these pieces of paper. Pull it to open the car, and here's a box, so with the duct tape. Now we can fix the spade, get it, and use it to dig the ground. Here's the screwdriver. Also with this rubber gloves we can dig the trash bin and get additional things. So what's next? We have a screwdriver, so now we can remove this lid. And here's 2 rows of 4 digits password. The hint is here is this car number. So we can see these letters, and also if you look at these phone numbers and bureau name, we can match digits and letters. So we have FLSR, and get that it is 8 9 2 3. 8 9 2 3. Let's enter it for the first row. 8 9 2 and 3. And for the second row we have TSBU. T is 5, S is 2, B is 4, and U is 6. So we have 5 2 4 6 for the bottom row. 5 2 4 and 6. Okay, it is disarmed, and Jackie is free now. So okay, trying to talk to him once again. He doesn't believe, and now he believes. So let's run away. Try to open the door, but the keys are in the car, and the way back is blocked. So what can we do? We can hide here for a short time, and then the next puzzle is to run away through the maze, hiding in these bushes, and install all these 4 traps on the road to finally catch this terror. Now hiding in bushes and moving the first trap on a road. So it was not for long. So hiding here, and now we can move this trap once again. Let's wait a bit, and now we can push this next trap to a road. Then to hide. And set this trap to a new location. And so the task is almost done. Now it's only to wait while he is in the trap. So the net holds it for a short time. That is enough to get the key from the car. One more set of papers is needed. Here's the sparkle to take, and here it is. So in this case it needs a password that we can get if we solve this puzzle. So let's assemble. Some pieces are missing, so one more thing to find, and it must be hidden somewhere here. Okay, so now we are ready to solve it, and let's match the samples. So we can see it is a star to match, a spiral to match, a shield to match, and then this bottom. This is the rightmost. Then this one is looks like it is from here. This one is not from here. This one is the leftmost. Okay, so we've got the leftmost part. Now we can assemble other parts, and it should look like that. So we can see different numbers and parts of LCD digits. Now let's get the sequence. We can see that we have a star, and if we count the stars all around, we can count 1 star and 2 stars. So it means that the star is for the second position, and if we place all these parts on the one line, we can get it is like digit 8. So second position is for the digit 8. Next, let's look what's spiral. Spiral, we can count 1, 2, 3, and 4 spirals. So spiral is for the 4th position, and all these parts make a digit 7. So 4th is digit 7. Next, we can see a shield. Shield is on the 1 here, and then it makes like digit 3. And the 3rd position, it's for these trees. Let's check that we have 1, 2, 3 trees, and its parts make a digit 9. So 3rd position is for digit 9. So something is wrong. It's here for the start. Let's check once again. Oh, it makes not 8, it makes 6. Here are confidential files, and let's read it. So we can see here's more than just Mr. Edgar, and we've got the keys. So now we can run away and hide inside a school. But also we need to use the trap to get this terror for a short time to be able to open the door. Okay, so running. I use the keys to open the door and going now to the next chapter. So if this video walkthrough helped you, don't forget to leave likes, subscribe, and it's one more victim of this terror. There are 4 more chapters ahead, so more victims to be. And we are playing Adventure Escape Mysteries. It came from above chapter 5 by HaikuGames. So let's continue the story and continue to run away from this terror. So we can see it caught Mr. Edgar, and we have a gun, so we can shoot with so these weak points. We need to move on them and then make a fire. And then there are 4 points. And we don't need to touch it directly in this point, just to stop the white circle inside of a blue circle. Okay, so now key is released and we can go in and block the door, but you can see his arm is harmed. So we need to go to a lab and define the infection. Here's a gem, keys to take. Then here we can take a touch nozzle. Nothing to do here. Let's go up and use these keys to open the shop. So here's this blowtorch to make, battery. What else? With the blowtorch we can melt this lock, and behind here's that flashlight, but it needs batteries and it is rusty. So with the blowtorch we can also break 3 more locks. And inside there are batteries and the lubricant to be able to open this flashlight. You can see it is rusty. So now we have 2 batteries, and now we have a light. Sparkler to take and a step ladder. So let's go down and fix this timetable with the battery. So it gives a hint, and this hint is a sequence of numbers 4, 1, 3, 2, and this relates to this lock for the lock for the door under the ladder. Here it is. It's 6 digits. Okay, let's go inside the toilet. Get more things. A chisel we need to find. Okay, let's go backward. So I have forgotten to take a chisel somewhere here. Okay, then let's open this door first. So we have a sequence of numbers 4, 1, 3, 2. And also we have these shirts 8, 7, 1. 1 is missing and 5. And the missing number is here in the toilet. It's 96. So let's get the first position is for digit 71 for the shirts 71. So we need to set 71 for the first position. Then second position is for the shirt number 5. Then third position is for this missing shirt, but it is hidden in the toilet. It's 96. Nine and 6, and the last 4 is for the digit 8. The puzzle is complete, and we can open the door and here to collect more different useful things. It seems to be done, so let's go out. In the toilet we can open the toolbox to get lockpick, then use the chisel to remove the tile, get one more plaque, and also this torn piece of paper is this chart from the table. So now with the things we can go up and open this door. So we have lockpicks, but we need to get the correct positions for these pins. We can see that there are 7 pins and also 7 positions for these charts. And to get the sequence, we need to get here, hang missing flags, and get the sequence. So if we look, you can see that there are numbers 3, 4, 6, 7. Double means 2. Here we can see 5 stars, and here's supposed to be the first place. So the first is the saucer ball, and for the saucer ball we have the topmost position. So this means that this lockpick is already on its position. Then let's get the second. Second is double, and it is here, so it is 1, 2, 3, 4 steps below. 1, 2, 3, and 4, like that. Then third is the soft ball. Here it is, and it is just 1 step below. 1. The fourth is the wrestling, and wrestling we can see it is 1, 2, and 3 below. 1, 2, 3. And the fifth is this presidential award, and it is the lowest position. Then 6 is the volleyball. Here it is 1 and 2, and the last, let's check it, 7-mile run, and for the running we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 steps below. So now this way we can open the door and go into the laboratory. So here we are. To take a sparkle, to turn on the light, it is still no power. It is locked. Let's check the suit, the code to get necessary items inside it. Different colored sheets to place them here. So now let's look into the microscope. We can see these spores. So somehow we need to defeat them, this matrix. Okay, somehow the light has appeared, and here's the projector to place these films. Our projector is missing its bulb. So where is it? And it is in the dark corner of this wardrobe. Now we can place these films and arrange them to cover each other and make a pattern in the center. So it is done now. We can see it is, and if we turn off the light, we can see here's a pattern is made. So this pattern reminds this pattern, and with this dividing agent, we need to leave the same pattern here. Like that. So that's done, and we can see this ooze is about to be defeated, but we don't have we have no more of this agent. Okay, everything is done. Let's turn on the TV, and we can see that this signal somehow defeats this virus. And here it comes. Okay, we have a gun as always, but that was the last bullet. He tried to save some of his equipment and got caught by this terror. So while the terror is distracted, let's climb to a vent and run away. So it's another maze with colored buttons and doors. So let's solve this puzzle with colored doors and buttons. And we can see that movement and the pressing on a button makes noise, and this way the terror runs to a source of a noise. So now let's make several movements to distract him. One more movement, and then to run and open another doors. to open the pink door, go there to open the blue door, and finally escape. So both of boys are on a green line and can escape now. So now that's the end of the chapter, and if this video walkthrough helped you, don't forget to leave likes, subscribe, and they see that it is a darkness outside and it is about a dead end of the story. And we are playing Adventure Escape Mysteries. It came from above chapter 6 by HaikuGames. So continuing to run away from this terror, and now they decided to run with this Mr. Edgar's car. So we need to find a way to run it. Here's a sparkle to take. Let's look inside. What can we take here? Open it. Then here's a notepad with the different text. So it how to hotwire a car, and tools that needed a flat-end screwdriver, Phillips head screwdriver, wire cutters, and wire strippers. We need to find this set of items. Here we can find the flat-headed screwdriver. Then here's a path, but it is dark here. But if we turn on the car light, so we can go backward to a fence where the cutters are left. Then in this trash bin we can find broken wire strippers, and also this torn page we can find. And then here we can take a screw, and this torn page is from this notepad. So here it is written how to cut wire a car. So we need to remove the steering wheel and then cut the wires. Okay, so we have to fix it, but we need a Phillips head screwdriver. Okay, going out, and here's the Jackie who brought us cutters and a screwdriver. Okay, so now let's fix strippers, and then go to here. First of all, remove this panel, and then to cut the wires. Strip wires, and now we need to get the correct sequence how to connect them. The hint is also in the notepad, so we can see that there is pencil. This snake is in shape of digit 2, digit 3, 4, and 5. So first is green, then this has a snake pattern, and if you look at these wires, the first was yellow. So we can see it is enumerated as 2. So this one is numbered 1, and we need it to connect to yellow. Then 2, second wire, we need to connect to this kind of a serpent power pattern. Sorry. Then 3 is with green to connect, and then the fourth wire we need to connect with the pink, and fifth with this pattern of the seahorse. So 4 is pink, and the last is with the seahorse pattern. Now it is connected, so we can run the engine and then ride away. So in the radio we can see that it is a final helicopter swept on the downtown area, and evacuation is started, so we need to be quick and run right there. Also a short time later, we can see that there are two engines at this position. Notice the movement of the car tires, and now they think that there is someone else is alive. So riding fast, they finally arrived to this place, but now we know how to stop. They stopped with the wall. Going inside this playing room, and it's the first floor, and the new station is on the next floor. So let's collect items, toys to collect. This bear is on a fan, so we can turn it on. Then here's a notepad is hiding, and one more toy is needed, so it's hiding here. Now let's solve the puzzle with these animals. So if we place all of them here, some of positions are locked with the glass, and we need to arrange them. This column is for giraffes, so let's place all the giraffes here. This column, we don't know what is this column for, but this is for dogs, and one more dog is here. This is for bears, pigs, and this one is for rabbits. Now we also need to arrange them correctly. So if we look at this locked toys, we can see that this one is with these spots, this one with strips, and this one is with a clear pattern. So let's arrange them. Stripes, spots, blank, the same here, and that's done. So here's the toy with the key in its backpack, and with the key we can open. What can we open? Here's the dial pad, so we can open the cashier, get money, and then to exchange money for tokens and play games. But we need to play them for we have a hint here, so the rest of the door code, and it's hit in the Alien Invasion high score screen. So let's play this game. So it is an puzzle arcade. We move the alien, and there are different weapons, so different weapons are for different walls to break or items to move. And the A is to go inside this teleport and take, so this jetpack is to jump over these holes. So we've got a frozen gun, and this gun is to remove a fire. Let's take a fire gun to remove the first wall. Then we need to go inside the green. So I also need to remove this one. Let's go backward. Take once again fire remover. Remove it. Go once again here. Break this wall, and then we have to get this backpack once again and go to the pink and teleportate to a green and get the remote control. Now let's go here and exchange remote control for the cow removing a gun. Then get next weapon. Go here. And then finally, with this remote control, we can open the spaceship and run away. So here's a high score screen. And it has different names and scores. So we can see that the names are 2-digit codes. And if you look here, we can find in some lines are the same names, and they are grouped into digits, group of 1, group 2, 3, 4 and 5. So we need to restore 5 digits. First group has C, SC and CS. So we have this pair and it's match for digit 6. So the first is digit 6. And let's set it here. And then let's check the second group. We have AP, C and C, and we have CC, so it's digit 2 for the second position. The third group is AOJK, and we have AO and it match for digit 8. The same thing with others. The fourth is EKMW. EK is here, it's digit 3. And the fifth group is GHSZ. And we have SZ and it's digit 4. So the puzzle is also complete. And let's go down, so run quickly. For we are chased by this terror. Okay, the door is locked. Now let's solve puzzles here in this Channel H news room. Let's collect these tapes. Here's the note that the UFO interview is in the third tape, so we need first to find 5 tapes and then place them here correctly. How to get the correct positions? So we need to use the camera and somehow enlarge like that, so you can see CH in this square, AN and E. Here's this pattern, 8 globe and EVS. 8 is in the center. Here is the globe. Here's this pattern. Like that. So the puzzle is complete. And according to a note, we can see it's hidden the third tape in the center tab. So the third tape is this one. We need to take it and watch the interview. So I just skip these dialogues. and we can see the first of all black silhouette of a man, and then this man becomes Mr. Edgar. So he is the one of the scientists that one of the agents that knew about this unknown life form from the space above. So now the stair is here, we are cornered, and that's the end of the chapter. So don't forget to leave likes, subscribe, and let's escape further. And we are playing Adventure Escape Mysteries. It came from about chapter 7 by HaikuGames. Continuing to run away from this monster, and it's about the end, but since there are 2 more chapters, the story continues, and Carol Nakayama arrived and will help us to escape. So with this flare gun, we can shot the monster and then have a time to escape. Okay, so let's take this ladder, but it is not high enough, so waiting a bit to get the rope, and then go up again quickly. Okay, the manhole is closed. Now we need to find a way to make a signal for the helicopter. So the plan B is to make a fire. Sparkle to take, a shard to take, a magnet. With the shard we can cut this rope, and then let's use magnet to get the thing that is stuck there, but first of all we need to stop it somehow. Okay, so then let's look from the roof, and with the rope we can climb down, get bird seed, and get the binocular. Then with this bird seed we need to pour them a bit aside to get the lighter. It's empty lighter, so we need to find the fuel, and the fuel is hidden behind this door, so let's open it. We can see here the dial lock and 4 frames of different thickness, and let's start with the frame width of thickness 1 frame. So we need to use binoculars and look outside and find the neon lights with the 1 frame. So here it is, and it has arrow to the left, and also another frame with digit 7. So left 7 is the code to set here, like that. Then frame with 2 frames. Okay, let's look around, and $75. Oh, now it's 3. It's also 3. And here it is, arrow to the right and digit 8. Like that. Then the next is frame of 3 frames. So it is somewhere here. So we can say arrow to the right, and the number is and the number is here, it's 25, right? 25, right? 25, and 4 frames, the final. Let's find where it is. Here it is, the number is 36, and the arrow is to the left, 36, 36, left. Okay, so the puzzle is complete, and we can open the door, get lighter fluid, get an X, and turn off this fan on the top. So then with the magnet we can get this coin, take it, then use the coin to disassemble the lighter and fill it with the fluid. So that's done, and now with this X we can chop wood and make a fire right here on the rooftop. Here's the copter. And we can see it's always the monster is on the steps. So running quickly, climb up, and Jackie, not Jackie, but David is trapped here, so he stays with the monster. Okay, so and this way they fly away. Dialogues, I'll skip the dialogues. So they are heading to a place where the starship took a crash to make new shots for the thing that government keeps secret. So coming here, these secret agents are asking to take the camera off, but suddenly the signal of the creature captured escaped, so they all of them run away. Okay, let's look around. So here you can see a dead body of the astronaut and a number on its toe. And this number is a hint itself with the back side barcode. We can get its sequence of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Or these numbers match with the digits. 1 is 2, 2 is 8, 3 is 5, then 4 is 7, and 5 is 3. So we have 2, 8, 5, 7, 3. A sequence 2, 8, 5, 7, 3. Let's dial it here. 2, 8, 5, 7, 3. Now this is the correct sequence to get in and collect different items. one key and the notepad with just a text and strange symbols, so we will use them later. Nothing else to do here, so going out, and here's one more secret agent, but he is disarmed. Okay, so let's look inside. Take one more key, and we need to find 4 keys to open this sealed lock. Then in the van, here's one more. It's hiding here. We will read this later. And so where is one more of them? Not here. It's a sickle. Sickle, we need to cut this grass and get this pin and open the zipper to find the 4th armored gear. So now let's open this lid. And here's the password to enter. Let's notice letters A, B, D, and the same letters we can meet here, A, B, D. So Alpha Team is place security lock onto spacecraft entry hatch. So that's its task, and here's an Alpha Team operation catcher. So we need to get these 2 symbols, so it's rhombus and square, circle and cross, and small plus sign and rhombus. So if we merge these symbols together, this way we can find them here. So this is the first, then we have rhombus and cross. Here we have to set this symbol, and the last one is cross and rhombus. Let's check it once again. Cross, rhombus, rhombus, square, circle, and cross. Looks like that. Now let's head for letter B and Bravo Team. So Bravo Team, locate UFO crash site. So for the B, we have instructions here. Let's look at these photos. So here's 8-beam star, triangle and square, and circle with plus inside. And let's set it here. So 8-beam star, then we have triangle and circle and square, and the last one is circle with plus inside it. And the last one is to define symbols for team delta. And let's read the delta team protocol, and here we can find also pairs of symbols, plus and square, diagonal cross and triangle down, and diagonal cross and rhombus. And let's set the same here. So we have square and plus, then we have triangle down and diagonal cross, and here we have diagonal cross and a rhombus, like that. Okay, let's go and check it once again. Plus square. So it seems to be that here it is a mistake. We have a circle with a cross. have changed not this sample. Here it is, and now it is, everything is correct. So it is opened, and let's climb in. Okay, so these men are insane. Okay, let's take a sparkle, take a metal pole. Here we can take a glove and a battery, and with this metal pole we can remove the panel, insert a battery, and to fix this wire let's use a glove to take this ooze and place it here as a conductor. The door is opened, so we can go in, and here's the puzzle to solve. So we can see on the background here's a super gun. Let's solve this puzzle and get the gun. So it is a classical puzzle of mirror movements. So we move as this blue pin and need to collect these charging cells. Okay, so it's kind of a dead end, so let's restart and try it once again. So now 2 cells are collected. So finally this puzzle is done, and we have a super gun, so we can take it and try to defeat the alien. And here he comes. Let's test the weapon, and at first sight it looks cool. Okay, let's go out. Here it is. He's still alive. One more shot, and the shot is missing, and one helicopter is out. Another shot. Now the passage to the mines is opened, and there will be no fourth chance. Okay, so now it's only one way to escape, is to run in mines and something to do there. So don't forget to leave likes, subscribe, and let's play further. And we are playing Adventure Escape Mysteries. It came from above chapter 8, so this is the last chapter where we will finally defeat this terror. And so 2 girls are left in the mine and trying to escape from there. So going deep inside the mine, and see what's there. So here you can see mine and a sparkle. Let's take it, go into the restroom, and here's a plan of mines. So we are here, and Jackie has an idea to use the intercom system to translate, to make a trap for the stair, place it here, and translate the signal from the TV to get rid of its ooze. Let's begin to do this idea, complete this idea. Here are two parts of the photo. We can take it. Also, here are cutters. Let's go there, cut the fence, and get the ladder. Then use ladder to climb up and get the crowbar. The crowbar is to open the crate. Get the key, and then get the thing, the first fuse from the fuse to activate the elevator. But first we need to open this fuse panel. It has 5 digits. It needs 5 digits, and the hint is here on this back side of this photo. So 5 little monkeys, and you can see on the background 874, and the first part is here 6 and 3. So let's read this hint. The first little monkey sits in the middle. So the first little monkey is digit 6, and it should be placed in the middle. Okay, let's read further. Second little monkey sits on the one of the ends. So second monkey is 3, so it either left or right. Third we go, and we can see that the fourth little monkey sits to the left of the middle monkey. So the fourth little monkey is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it's 7, and 7 is to the left of the middle monkey. So this middle monkey. So here we can set 7. Then here's the condition that third little monkey sits to the right of the fourth little monkey. So they are close to each other, and it's only this place they can sit together. So then this position remains for the second monkey on the end, on one of the ends, and the second monkey is 3. So we need to set digit 3 here. And now let's define the remaining monkeys. It's 8 and 4, and the fourth little monkey sits to the left of the middle. Oops, not this line. The third little monkey sits to the right of the fifth. Third to the right. The third is 8, and the 8 is to the right of the 4. So we can only set 4 and 8 here. So that's the correct solution. And here's the fuse panel. So let's first activate the elevator and see what's down there in the pit. Here's the pit. We can see something is stacked in the ground, and it's a good place to make a trap. Okay, let's take the sparkle, and this doesn't work. Another fuse we can take here, and also here's no power. Go in here to set the power, and then with this lever we can switch these positions. So these positions of these colored crates is the hint for these dials, for these levels. So we can see it's blue, yellow and green. These two are for blue, these two are for yellow, and these two are for green. And let's get the first position for the yellow. It's here. Then the first position for the green is here. Next we can see the second yellow is already at the bottom, and the first blue is, looks like it should be here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the next green, the second green is at the position 3, and blue at the position 2, like that. So here's an elevator, and now we can climb down. Let's fix this mine railroad to be able to move the broken speakers, replace with the good ones from the top. So okay, this is a long puzzle to solve. Let's leave this stretch railroad here at the bottom, for we will use it for later. Then we need to move this here. So I just know how the solution should look like, and that's why I move in that way. So that's the solution. I don't think that you can get another solution for this puzzle, but that is now done. And we can get this sledgehammer from the cart, and also move the speakers. Let's take it. So now let's use the sledgehammer to break different cracks, and you can see that there are different symbols hidden there. With this battery we can get the drill. Let's break here. Nothing is hidden here. Going up. So with the screwdriver we can remove the speaker, but we need a card. Let's go there. Break here. Here's a strange space box, but we need to open it. Here we can break, and okay, let's go for the card. And right up to get speakers. Then we can see the crack is at the background, and here's the big wrench is hidden. So this wrench is used to get the lever from one of these crossroads and set it to another crossroad. And also one more crack is here. So next What else do we have? Can we open it? Yes, we have a hint. Then 1, 2, 3, and 4 dots, and the same dots are here. So 1 dot is in the pit and on the wall, and 3 dots in the pit on the ground. So let's go to the pit. On the wall, this symbol it's 1, and this symbol on the floor it's 3 circles. So we need to set them here. It's 1 and 3. We have it's like that, if I remember correctly. Then let's look here. In this break room we have 2 dots, and 2 dots is this one. It's like a digit 1. Here it is. And 4 dots are near the elevator room. Here it is, like letter O. Now let's set. Here it is. So that's done, and we have the box opened, and here's an alien cutting tool. So with this cutting tool we can cut this fence, get the hidden microphone and set it here, for we will use it later. Now we are ready to go down and set these loudspeakers, replace them. And the first one, and the second one. So we can see this strange thing happen, and even the alien use elevators, not to go by stairs. Okay, so here he is, and let's use the car to pull him down. Okay, pulling him down to the pit, right into the trap. Then get the blue fuse, go up, activate the intercom system, and go here, turn on the TV and use the microphone. So we can hear the sound of certain alien, and if you look at here, we can see that it uh, destroyed, and everyone inside it at 3. So we can see there are a lot of people there. So now everything is 3, almost happy, and one more puzzle left to be solved till the end of the game. Let's run away. So here's another way out on the other side of the elevator. Let's run there. And here all of us. So our task here is to play a small kind of a snake game, to collect all the persons, make a snake, and get out. First of all, we need to start with her. So let's leave these two people here for a while. And also we need to keep in mind that here's an exit to be. So the exit door is opened, and let's hurry to get out. So that's the end of the game. Watch a good end. And if this video walkthrough helped you, don't forget to leave likes, subscribe, and waiting for next good games. So we can see here's the space for the to be continued. Maybe there will be a second